Hi, welcome back to Search with Angel. Today, we will be learning about transistors. A transistor is a really fast electronically activated switch. Transistors are part of our everyday life and we can find them everywhere. We take them for granted. There are billions of transistors from something as simple as a microwave to as complex as a smartphone. If capacitors are the heart of a circuit, transistors are the brains of a circuit. The more cool the circuit, the more brains it will need. Logic gates are the brains of fun and exciting circuits, and transistors are the most basic logic gates. And in the beginning, it will be all the brains we will need for all of our cool circuits. But before we can build anything with a transistor, we must first get to know about this component. The transistor symbol looks like this. There are different types of symbols for different transistors. I have labeled them both so you can tell the difference. The PNP type transistor looks like that, with the arrow pointing in, and the NPN type transistor has the arrow going out. The most common transistor we will be using is a 2N22222 transistor, which is an NPN type transistor. Okay, now that the symbols are identified, we will learn about the parts of the transistor, and then the types of transistors you can have, and a really simple explanation on how they work. I'll try my best to explain it. It's really complicated. Generally, all transistors work like this. This middle leg here is the base, which when powered with voltage allows current to pass through it. Then we have the leg on the left, and that is called the collector, which, if the base is on, when you supply voltage to it, it will pass through the transistor and over to the right leg, which is the emitter, and it lets the voltage go to the rest of the circuit. Let's talk about the Integ transistor now, and how it works. We can think of the transistor as an energy faucet, and we have energy at the collector that wants to flow out through the emitter, but it can't because there's the base, and it won't let the energy go through, unless there's enough voltage to open up, which would be 0.7 volts to as much as 3 volts, depending on how much energy wants to go through. And the P-type transistor is pretty much the opposite of that. It needs positive voltage. Still, 0.7 volts or above to turn its base on, and that's pretty much it, the only difference. Now, how we get these different types of transistors is making impurities in a pure material, such as silicon, that can't conduct electricity, and making the impurity with another material and making it semiconductive, or a semiconductor. Semiconductors can be found at a lot of places. Like the light-emitting part of the LED is a semiconductor. If you would like to know more about LEDs, I have a video on that. Now, this was a really simple and quick explanation on how transistors work. We will revisit this many more times. Every time we make an experiment with transistors, we will explore it a bit more. But right now, I just want us to get the components on the board and build some fun circuits. Alright, now let's look at our points. 1. Transistors are really fast switches. 2. Transistors are a main part of advanced electronics. 3. Transistors have a base, collector, and emitter. Thanks for watching and see you next time.